I can hear you.
And likewise.
1200, yes.
The 31 Sierra, the Cessna departed will be in a left turn to the southeast to make a Kent departure, runway 16, clear for takeoff.
Boeing Alpha and Charlie ramps. Advise on initial contact. Do you have information, Lima? Renton Airport information, Lima. 2253 weather. Wind 180 at 7. Visibility 10. Ceiling 4,900 overcast. Temperature 16, 2.7. Altimeter 3016. Visual approach in use, landing and departing, runway 16. Notices 2 airmen, obstruction crane 1/2 mile east of the approach in, runway.
Probably slow that down a little bit.
Oh, alright, my bad. It's like my bike, I'm worried about it quitting on me.
559 at Renton Tower, can you verify that you're number 1 there? Cessna 20559 or make left, close traffic, runway 16, clear for takeoff.
How do we get to the airspace sort of screen where you can see like where Class B airspace is?
It'll come up on this screen, but it needs a GPS position.
Cessna 559,
okay.
Thank you. Left, close traffic, runway 16.
I haven't quite figured out. It depends on how the presets are set, but at some point, some scale, you get it. Not seeing it in there.
Maybe we need to get up in the air.
9537 Quebec, Renton Tower. Thank you. Hold
It
short,
should have it in
runway
the
16.
database. It knows where we are.
Okay. Well, let's
That'll be this way, though.
alright, let's scoot.
Alrighty.
Seven Quebec, the Cessna on the upwind will be staying left close traffic. Make a Lake Youngs departure, runway 16, clear for takeoff.
Green Ground Skog 80847 at Aerodyne, requesting taxi for museum departure with information Lima.
Bonanza 59031 Sierra, don't forget that Kent departure goes on the east side of the Valley Medical Center just to keep you in Renton's airspace. Have a good flight. Thank you. Calling it Aerodyne, Renton Ground. Can you say it again, please?
Yes, Skog 80847 at Aerodyne, requesting taxi for museum departure with information Lima.
Cessna 80847 Renton Ground. Did you want full length runway 16 or intersection Bravo 3?
We can take intersection Bravo 3.
Cessna 80847 runway 16, taxi via Bravo, Bravo 3.
Taxi via Bravo to Bravo 3, 847. And we'll
601 to Uniform Renton Tower. Thank you. Hold short, runway 16, awaiting IFR release.
we'll run up over there, right?
Yeah, I think so. We actually got actual room here. Might make sense to just do it here and then go down.
Okay. Yesterday, just so you know, I ran up over there.
I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do that.
Okay.
You'll get to lots of airports that don't really have much of a special run-up area, and you just have to kind of put yourself out of the way when you do it.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Cabin doors and windows closed and locked.
Cessna 601
Grays
on
in the upside
on the
corner
upwind will
position.
be staying left close traffic, runway 16, clear for takeoff.
They are free and correct. Let's see. Flight insurance.
20559er 1, departure prior to your arrival, runway 16, clear, touch and go.
Turn coordinator looks good, VSI, check, and that looks good. Radios, okay, so, you know what, let's go ahead and put in Boeing.
Very good. I was going to suggest you do that, but you beat me to it.
And I'm going to take a guess. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's the right switch. So 118.3.
Correct.
At
And the other side is 120.6. often airports with two separate runways will have two frequencies.
Twin Comanche 74 Bravo November, Renton Tower, report final approach 6.
Okay, so that's there, and we got ground here, ATIS, all good. We,
Yeah, I'd suggest you go further and you put Boeing ATIS in there.
yeah, I was just going to ask that, like,
Yep.
we're going to show up and we're going to need to...
And I want Boeing ATIS, so
Boeing ATIS is 127.75.
you're going to be very busy
Yeah, that's
after takeoff on the transition.
Uniform, contact Seattle departure 119.2, have a good flight.
That's why we do it.
Yep.
Alright, these are set, yeah, VFR. We're not going to do a VOR, like, right now, right?
No. And that's set to Seattle anyway, which is probably the best place for it to be.
Okay. Alright, let's hit it.
Alrighty.
Ag 1. Ag 2. Carb heat. Oil pressure, everything good. Suction looks good. All good.
Wind ground is ASTO in front of the 09 hangar. I'd like to cross the runway at Bravo 6 and proceed to the 850 hangars.
Alright.
ASTO, Renton ground, ASTO, Renton ground, proceed north on Bravo, hold short, runway 16 at Bravo 6. Use caution for the Cessna.
I don't see anybody coming.
They'll be
All right,
taxiing
going.
north on Bravo shortly.
That would be us.
ASTO will give way to the Cessna taxiing on Bravo, and we will proceed to Bravo 6 and hold.
Yeah, you're damn right you wait.
Absolutely.
We are general aviation.
Cessna 37 Quebec, have a good flight. Sentinel aircraft written to information, Mike, current altimeter 3014.
A014. That's all you really need for Mike. Got a little gasoline here. Are the tanks really full?
They didn't look any more full than
Normal?
normal. That's something we should check.
Nope. It's probably just a little breeze and knocking a little bit out of the vent.
Or remember, you're being recorded.
Good point.
They'll find this in the wreckage.
Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't given that any thought.
Comanche 4 Bravo November, runway 16 cleared to land.
Well, I don't see any gasoline streaming out anywhere. So that's a good sign.
I secured the caps
Yep, I did. I checked that actually.
on both wings.
Well, I just stand behind the airplane and look. They look connected to me.
ASTO holding to Bravo 6.
ASTO, proceed across runway 16, Bravo 6, Alpha 6.
ASTO crossing 16, Bravo 6, Alpha 6.
It's probably, well, I mean, I'm asking for a museum departure. I should know where the museum departure is, right?
Yeah, the thing to do is they have flyers that maybe you get at the tower. I don't think I have one in my flight bag. But we should, but after we get back, I'm pretty sure you can find it just on the Renton Airport website. That is where you'll find it. All the departures.
Alright, which, well,
Rocket
which...
27 Echo, Renton Tower, and our left down one for runway 16.
So when we get to the pattern, where...
Go straight out.
Just
As if you're doing a Kent departure, and at some point she'll tell you to contact Boeing Tower. Contact the tower, continuing straight out. When tower clears you, you'll make a right turn, head for Boeing Field.
Okay, I got you. So we're not going like that. We're not going towards Mercer Island.
We're not. You would be if you were using runway 34, we'd be going up that way.
Alright, alright. Renton Tower, Skyhawk 80847, holding short runway for Bravo 3. I got my...
That was blocked.
Oh, you said it was blocked. Try it again.
Who said that was blocked?
Scared to claim it, but the call sign was blocked when you're, this is 74 Bravo November, and when you're trying to clear the Cessna land.
Okay, you're number 1, Twin Comanche for Bravo November, Cessna 559er, number 2, followed Twin Comanche on final, runway 16, clear touch and go.
Number 2, following the Comanche 559er, clear touch and go.
West Tower, Beaver 450 Papa, West Channel Bridge, inbound Washington 1 with Lima.
Beaver 450 Papa, Renton Tower, Washington 1, West Channel, arrival approved. Information Mike Kern, altimeter 3014, wind 15011.
50 Papa, thank you.
Call her again. All right. Renton Tower, Skyhawk 80847, holding short, runway 16 at Bravo 3.
Cessna 80847, Renton Tower, hold short, runway 16 at Bravo 3.
Holding short, runway 16, 847.
Here comes somebody.
Yeah.
I think what happened, you got in right on top of somebody.
Yeah. This is a very gentle approach here.
Yeah? Well, as you said, the wind was 150 at 11.
Yeah.
So expect a little bit of a crosswind.
It should help me out with that right rudder, right?
Yeah, well, I suppose that's right.
Bravo November, if able, right turn at Alpha 5, monitor ground frequency, taxi 2, parking at via Alpha. Have a good day.
Right on Alpha 5 over the ground. You guys have a great day. Number 74, Bravo November.
Thank you.
Do you apply carb heat while you're idling?
If you suspect any icing, you can always pull it to check. It bypasses the air filter, so you don't normally want to do it because you'll just be sucking in all the dust and grit. But you also really don't want to start taking off with ice in the carburetor.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Comes another one.
Yeah. This one looks like a student.
Yeah. Not too many people get their private license on twins.
Twin Comanche 74 Bravo November into ground taxi as requested via Alpha.
Red Tower, Rocket Champions and Beam, Valley Medical entering the downwind for 16.
That was a pretty good float.
November 27 Echo.
Touch down and came right back up again.
Runway 16, clear to land, 27 Echo.
Pretty gentle, but...
Well, and he touched down without much speed. I guess the wind just picked him up.
I think that might have happened.
Cessna 847, traffic on the upwind in the pattern. Depart straight out, runway 16 at Bravo 3, clear for takeoff.
Departing straight out, clear for takeoff, 847.
Cessna 559er, continue upwind, I'll call your crossman.
Continue upwind to call crosswind 559.
Cessna 559er, traffic in to your left, entering downwind Aranca.
Got him inside 559er.
Cessna 559er, you can turn crosswind to follow that traffic. Number 2, runway 16, clear touch and go.
Turn crosswind to follow the traffic, clear touch and go, runway 16 for 559er. And Red Tower, 27 Echo, can I get a short approach for 16?
November 27 Echo, approved.
Roger, 27 Echo.
I'm going to put ATIS over here, and as soon as you clear, I'm going to listen to it. I can press a button and listen to the lower radio while you're still on the top radio.
All right.
Okay? I can see the button. There we are. I thought I could. How come that's not working?
Short instructions, passenger contacts, you have Zulu. Going tower information Zulu, 2353 Zulu, wind 1707, visibility 10, 4,500 scattered, ceiling 4,900 overcast, temperature 17, 2.7, temperature 3014. ILS runway 13 right, approach in use, landing and departing runway 13 right, 13 left.
847, no turns westbound, so advised by Boeing Tower, frequency change approved, have a good flight.
Frequency change approved, we'll wait for Boeing Tower to clear, it's 847.
Okay, so you changed to Boeing now?
Airport 55 miles.
JJ 351 Boeing Tower, you up?
When you get a chance, call them till you're off Renton, inbound for touch and goes. With Zulu.
51 for 2 seconds, set up, hold line, hold short, runway 13 right.
That feels better.
Jet 351, runway 13 right, lock and wait, traffic 5 mile final.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up to, I don't know, what about 1300?
Yeah, well, you can call them anytime.
Okay. See, and we're about a mile south of Renton.
Yeah, you say off Renton, he's expecting it.
Okay.
I'm saying they're off a Foxtrot 10, wrap it up and down it, and kind of ground point that anchor.
Boeing Tower Skyhawk 80847, just off of Renton, inbound for touch and goes. This is information Zulu.
Skyhawk 80847, Boeing Tower, enter left traffic runway 13 left, report, entering the downwind.
Entering left traffic for runway 13847.
He did give you 13 left, but he probably understands that you understood the call.
Jet 351, Boeing 18010, runway 13 right.
Okay, so that's Boeing over there.
That's Boeing Field over there.
And we're going for a left downwind?
You're going for a left downwind and run 13 left, so you're going to be on the east side of the field.
Right.
But just on the east side of the field. Why don't you put your flashing lights on, because you'll have traffic coming at you.
And that's, let's see, which one's that?
Both of these down.
Both of them down, okay.
Yep, and you can descend to 1,000 feet, which is their pattern altitude. So the runway you can see clearly is the big runway. That's not the one you're going to be landing on.
Yeah.
That's 13 right. You're going to be landing on 13 left. And you see this, cut here where there are some power lines, but it just looks like a long grassy green.
Yeah.
Well, God put that there to tell you where to fly the downwind into Boeing. So if you fly right over that, you're going to be just right.
Okay.
Boeing Tower, Mark 6363 on 18.3.
Thank you.
A little choppy.
There's Renton. You get a different perspective of it from here. And of course, you got SeaTac on your left, on your left wing.
It's hard to miss SeaTac.
Yeah.
Traffic.
Plus 700.
Yeah. Oh, I see him. That's
Got him.
That's
Got him.
That's a jet.
Yeah, it's a jet taking off.
Keep it 10 right, E4 heavy, 10 left and up and down it, and kind of ground point down it.
Students that aren't lucky enough to train in this environment come into this airspace and look at the chart and get all spooked out. Looks like you got a bit of a breeze here.
Yeah. Oh, what was the advertising? 170 at
Yeah, 170 at, I didn't write it down. I think 10 or 11, but right here where you are, I think there's a little more. But that doesn't mean there's more on the ground, of course.
You watch video of people training the license on YouTube and stuff, and you know they're doing it at uncontrolled fields, and they just sort of announce their intentions, and it's all easy.
Yeah, that's right.
18013.
Wow.
Remember this runway is 13. So
Right.
180 is a significant crosswind from the right. Kind of what you're feeling here where you're crabbed. You're left here, but from your right.
Runway 13 left, clear fast, now then make left approach traffic. Traffic over the stadium, inbound for the parallel runway, caravan.
I'm looking for the traffic, 847.
You're clear, touch and go.
Clear touch and go, 847. I didn't hear him say clear.
I believe he did.
Oh, if he didn't, then I guess he would come back and say, no, you're not.
Yeah.
774, 1 at the Foxtrot going down, number 2, flying caravan on 2 mile final. Runway 13 right, clear to land, touch mechanical turbines below 200 feet on final.
Alright, so I see, boy, that's a tiny thing.
That's 3,000 feet. It looks tiny because the big runway is like 12,000 feet. Maybe only 10. I think they shortened it a little bit, but
I've got 10 here.
yeah. It used to be a bit longer, actually. You'll see big overruns on the ends. Well, kind of the procedure here is like the same at Renton. When you get opposite the spot where you plan to touch down, you can start coming down. And kind of the good guide when you kind of look over your shoulder at it, if it's about at a 45-degree angle, that's the right time to turn base. You do it here before you get to the big hospital. But if you don't know anything about the terrain, there's no hospital or anything there, you look back about a 45-degree angle. Since we do have a crosswind, probably...
163, turn left and up before cross, runway 13 left and got the ground point 90.
Left out 4 cross, 13 left.
A little lighter on the flaps than you'd normally do. This is maybe fine here, below 20 degrees. More if you need it, but not a very extreme one.
At the Foxtrot, traffic left base for the parallel runway Cessna.
So what you don't want to do is stray over into the approach pass of the big runway. So if you're going to air over on this side, turn it in.
Traffic.
There is a Vazzy. You've got it now.
Wind 190 at 15.
190 at 15.
So it's going to be a very significant crosswind for you.
By 847, no need to acknowledge. Just constant tomorrow upper runway by Alpha 5.
What do you say?
I think there's something right off the runway, that thing with that flashing light. Okay, drop the right wing a little bit, little left rudder.
Traffic not available.
There you go. Very nice job. All right, let's clean her up and get going. We only got 3,000 feet here. Very nice job. He's mowing. That's what he's doing over there. Okay, put it right in the crab so you don't get too far over and just stay over runway center line. Nice job. It's about a straight crosswind right now. Wind just landed right next to you on the parallel.
There's the one at the Foxtrot, turn left and up 90, then got the ground point 90.
So again, just be careful you don't drift over on top of the other runway.
Yeah, I mean, that's scary.
Yeah, wait till it's a 767 landing instead of a little twin. Makes it all more exciting.
You just live for the thrill, don't you?
Absolutely.
And I'm all screwed up here.
You can start your crosswind turn anytime. Just do downwind over that nice big cut in the ground. It's just, they're so convenient for you.
I mean, they didn't cut it for the downwind, did they?
Yeah, that's the whole reason it's there.
Really?
Once they got it all done, they put power lines on it, but no, it was mainly for us. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So this time, why don't you tell him you'd like to do a touch and go and depart straight out.
Boy.
That was a good job. That was a significant crosswind, and you handled it fine.
47, runway 13 left, clear for the option, wind 19010.
Clear for the option 847. Could we get a touch and go and a straight out departure?
847 at the option, straight out departure is approved.
Thank you very much. Straight out departure approved, 847. That sounds like a nice guy.
Yeah, he's trying to help you out, too. He's giving you the winds.
He's like, oh God, this guy.
Of course, you never know, too. 847, all this guy, if this guy possibly knows the airplane, there's a whole bunch of yokels that own this airplane over at Renton. You could get...
162 Alpha Lima, boarding tower, runway 13 right, clear to land. Caution mechanical difference below 200 feet on final.
You could be getting credits or demerits based on what somebody else is doing with this airplane.
Alright. Should I not come in when he gives me a wind check and be like, excuse me, I have over 1,400 hours of experience, eh?
Yeah, it's a calm thing. It's a pleasant thing to do anyway, especially when the wind's swinging around a little bit as it is right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I appreciate it. So on that one, I really was not flying a very nice pattern because I was too scared of incurring on a...
Well, no, and I told you, you know, if you're going to air over on the east side of this runway so you don't overrun the big runway. Now the VASIs are set differently. The touchdown point's a little different, so for normal approaches, you're going to be a little different altitude, too, from the guy coming in on the other runway, but still.
Bowling Tower, Airport is north of Green Lake, transitioning to Brenton.
Airport, Bowling Tower, transition is free, Boeing altimeter 3015.
3015.
Ask for a wind check again?
Sir?
Wind check?
Wind 180 at 10.
Thank you. Look at this, right on the VASI. Nicely crabbed on the center line, on the VASI. You've got a lot of promise as a pilot.
Not now, boss. I'm trying to fly the airplane.
All right. Just don't screw it up.
Right. Okay. I'm at 75, so I'm going to take the power out.
Left rudder. Right wing down. There you go. There you go. That's the way to fight it. Nice job.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
That was great. That was two good landings with a nice crosswind. You're really, you know, you're coming along.
Thank you.
So that guy's going to SeaTac.
Yeah.
The pattern on the other side of this field is flown at 800 feet. And the reason it is because to give you separation from the airplanes going into SeaTac, if you drift a little high, what happens is those guys get a TCAS warning for too close to another airplane. Then their rules say they got to go around. So you're getting some 747 that's 11 hours out of Singapore, about ready to land, and you're a couple hundred feet high, and he does a go around. They really don't like to see that happen.
No, I'd imagine not. So, okay.
Okay, so your next job is to find at the Tacoma Narrows Airport.
Tacoma Narrows, alright, let's see. I got this. Alright, first I'm going to get to a cruising altitude.
Alright.
Two Alpha Lima, turn left at Alpha 7, cross runway 13 left and contact ground point niner.
I was gonna remark that, you know, we got this crosswind. I can tell what my my magnetic bearing is, right? But I can't tell if I'm flying, you know, still on the course of the runway.
Right. Yeah, you can't, and that's hard to tell now.
0 Echo Golf, wind 180 at 10, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
Suppose we could go like this. You get a little bit of help here. There's the long runway. You're pretty close to being on top of it.
Okay, so we're out of here. While I flip through my, first let me trim the airplane.
Yep, fly the airplane first, always.
So I can sort of deal with my, my books here.
Yep. You don't want to get too close over here, but you certainly don't want to stray into Class Bravo airspace. So I'd come back this way. Over here a little bit.
So I'm gonna store that.
Okay, you're fine here. You want to go, when you find the Auburn airport, you want to be to the west of Auburn and above their traffic pattern, which you are.
Okay. Of course, I can't find the identifier. It's okay, KTIW.
That is correct.
Air 4, frequency change to red is approved.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
So the safest way to do this is you come down, cross over Auburn, then you can go a little south and you can scoot for Commencement Bay. Do this all by visual. If you go straight for Tacoma Narrows now, you'll cross through SeaTac airspace.
Which is not good.
Everyone will be complaining about it. So this is one of those things where you kind of look at the ground.
Alright, so we're trying to find Auburn, right?
Auburn Airport's going to be a pretty good waypoint for you. Come up here a little bit. Help. Probably you can fire a little bit faster than this. 1500 is a pretty safe altitude in here because you've got this space down here that's an 1800 foot blurb.
Yeah.
And you're probably almost good to go there right now.
Okay, I think I see it. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So that's Auburn.
I believe so.
And the portion of Class Bravo with an 1800 floor.
Once you're down to Auburn, you can kind of cut across.
Okay.
As long as you stay under 1,800.
I can do that.
Good. It's starting to show up now on the GPS.
Yeah, that I'm close to it.
So while you got all this free time, you might want to put some frequencies in the radio that would be useful for you when you get to Tacoma Narrows Airport.
Sierra, Boeing Tower. Hudson mechanical turbulence below 200 feet on final. Runway 13 right, clear to land. Wind 200 and 15.
ATIS 12405. When we need it.
Yep.
118.5 for Tacoma Tower.
I'd suggest you can also put in Auburn Airport here just because you're going over it, just in case anybody's doing something there. So as you look for landmarks, you know, stuff on the ground that's distinctive, bridges are usually pretty darn good, significant bodies of water, and often airports. The nice thing about airports is you can show up on your GPS.
Yeah.
Plus, once you get close enough to see them, it's pretty hard to mistake it for anything else.
When I saw it back there, I was looking at the Bazzies. Those are the lights that I saw.
Yep.
Oh, there's a plane down there. That's him.
Just popped up. Yep, I see him. Looks like he's fast for a base leg.
I'm
Going right by.
Yeah.
What is he doing down there going that fast? Helicopter?
No. No, it's a low wing. No, it's a high wing. It's a wing. It's a fixed wing.
Wow.
Alright, well, we're at 1500, so we're safe.
Yep. So now so let's look at the chart again. And then where we're going, you're here.
Yeah.
Kind of this is Commencement Bay, the airport's here. So a good way to figure out where you're going is you cut through here, and then you can pick up the waterway, go past Browns Point, column in here, around here, Dash Point I guess is the landmark.
Okay.
You know, and then ask for, they're almost certainly landing to the south also. And ask for touch and goes. And you might be able to.
Condition, 3,000 scattered, ceiling 5,000 broken, temperature 16, 2.7, altimeter 3016. Expect an ILS approach, runway 17 in use. Advisory, all aircraft use caution for deer and other wildlife on the airport. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango.
Is that automated or is that somebody speaking?
This is Tacoma Narrows Airport information.
I think it's a person.
Tango 2353 observation. Wind 190 at 8, gusts 16, visibility 10, sky condition 3,000 scattered, ceiling 5,000 broken, temperature 16, 2.7, altimeter 3016. Expect an ILS approach, runway 17 in use. Advisory, all aircraft use caution for deer and other wildlife on the airport. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango.
You got Tango?
Yeah, waiting for those winds again.
This is Tacoma Narrows Airport information Tango 2353 observation. Wind 190 at 8, gusts 16, visibility 10, sky condition 3,000 scattered, ceiling.
Alright, and we are on Tacoma Tower now, right?
You are on the tower now.
Alright, so we've been heading southwest from Auburn.
Yep, so here's Auburn, you've been going this way. See the point out there? You might as well turn for the point here, and then you can report Dash Point.
That's Dash Point over there?
Yep, the point, and see the way the land goes. Pretty big point right here.
Yeah.
So that's it. So that gives you a nice reporting point. Got Commencement Bay in sight here. Those are the docks of Tacoma, the city of Tacoma. The Tacoma Dome's over there. Crossing the center line of the SeaTac runways now.
I was reading an article today about they're getting closer to establishing a second big airport in the area. In addition to SeaTac.
Yeah.
Tango Tacoma ground, runway 17, taxi via Bravo 3 to Alpha.
They've been talking about that for 20 years.
Now. Article said something like, we know we've been talking about it for decades, but it might actually happen this time. I'm sure you're thinking, no.
Well, they built the third runway at SeaTac, probably put it in service 10 years ago, maybe less. And that was a tremendous controversy, lots of lawsuits, long time, way over budget. And the other big fight they have periodically is there's really quite a nice airfield up at Payne Field in Everett.
Yeah.
Big runway. But the neighbors around there do not want air carrier operations out of Payne Field.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about.
It'd be a very logical place for it.
Oh, they said that, they've, cleared this or that hurdle for turning Payne Field into a new commuter airport.
Right.
Oh, but the resistance is from the save our community kind of thing.
Right, exactly.
All right, so we're doing runway 17. It's a left pattern. Hopefully when we get on the dash point, it'll just be get on this line here, right?
Yep, you get on that line. You probably want to get yourself more or less lined up with the runways, so maybe we're going a little further west. Now the way to bring that line to you is get direct, enter. Now the line's on you. Gives you a course to go there.
Right.
You're almost on, so you're pretty close to heading for it right now. And you're 8 miles away. So what's the pattern altitude here?
1294.
Right. Why don't we call it 1,300 feet?
Alright. You gotta be precise, huh? Tacoma Tower, Skyhawk 80847, just over dash point, inbound for touch and goes, information Tango.
Cessna 80847 Tacoma Tower, ident. Enter left base, runway 17, report on a 2-mile left base, wind shear advisory is in effect.
We'll report on 2-mile left base, wind shear in effect, 847.
So they got some breeze. So dealing with wind shear, we want to come in again with flaps not as heavy as you might, and a little bit faster than you might normally.
You said enter left base, right?
Yeah, so you want to go more off to the right. So what you're going to do, let's get this for you. Here's the runway, here's you. So make a little right turn so you enter on a left base so you can make a left turn to final. You can just see the spires of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge.
Yeah.
Look kind of a little bit in the mist. And the Tacoma Narrows Bridge is right here. Airport's right there, so it's almost behind the bridge, but if you come a little to the right, you'll be in a left base position.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see it now. Okay, this makes more sense.
And you can see the airport now on the hill beyond the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. See, just that little spot that looks like a long field. That's the airport we're heading for.
Let's see, what's the floor of the Class Bravo here?
You're in good shape now. You're past that little blip for landing. So we're up to 3,000 feet.
All right. And he has not cleared us, right?
No, he wants you to enter a left base and report a 2-mile left base.
Yeah. Alright, so a left base for 17 would be...
You're about on it. The reason he gave that to you is it's convenient for you. It's basically from where you're coming, that's the shortest way to get into the traffic pattern.
Yeah.
So you're just going to go left base, turn to final, land. But you want to touch and go.
I was trying to do the math in my head for the magnetic. It'd be 170 and then 90, so 260.
Yep. But you also can see the airport now, and this is really easier to do looking out the window visually. So your pattern altitude's 1,300 feet, so you probably want to start descending to get into that left base.
And we're at about 4 miles right now.
Sounds like you're the only show in town for this controller right now, so probably have his full attention.
So the wind should be mostly straight on, right? But those gusts.
Yeah, that wind shear, he said, there could be a fluctuating wind coming off this bluff here. So you just want to maintain your speed a little higher than you normally would, and don't go into any more flaps than you possibly need. So make it a nice crisp base. So you want to get.
Oh, I thought I was too far away.
No, I think you're good.
Okay.
You could report now. You're about a 2 mile.
Tacoma Tower, Skyhawk 8047, 2 mile left base.
Skyhawk 847, runway 17. Wind 190 at 10, gusts 18, clear touch and go, then make left close traffic.
Clear touch and go for left close traffic on runway 17, 847.
Okay, so you got some good gusts here, so just be ready for them.
Flaps with these gusts? Yes or no?
A little bit, yeah. I would do 10 degrees. You're a little high, so you want to pull the power, start down.
They said no one was crazy enough to come to this airport at this time.
Yeah, there's no one here now.
Alright, I'm at 70.
Okay, I wouldn't go any slower up here. Not with the gusty winds. We're about half the gust faster to everything normal.
Alright, so I should be coming over at about, let's see. Gust factor is about 4.
You probably want to be coming over at 70 to 75. With the light flaps and the adding. Light flaps, you might want to be shooting more like 70 than 65 and then add 5 to that. So somewhere around 70, 75. You'll go down the runway a little bit, but we're just doing a touch and go here.
Delta 23491 Tacoma ground, runway 17, taxi via Bravo 3, then Alpha, wind shear advisory is in effect.
Alright, we're at about 75.
Okay, good. Yep, it's bouncing around.
It really is. How long is this runway?
I think it's around 5, but I'm not really sure.
Delta 3506 Tango Tacoma Tower, stay departing direction.
Good job, good. Rudder, there you go. All right. Laying things up.
Cessna 06 Tango.
Nice job.
Traffic Cessna departure roll remaining in left closed traffic. West departures approved. Runway 17. Wind 200 at 11, gusts 18, cleared for takeoff.
Very nice job.
And so the wind moved on me there.
It did?
Now it's coming from that way. It's more from the right.
Yeah. 5,000 feet is the runway length. Bang, bang, bang. Look at this. That's the wind coming over this hill. Probably shooting up on the bluff.
How can you be so calm during all this?
Oh, you're doing such a great job.
Right, no, I almost took us off the runway there.
I was actually thinking that last landing at Boeing when the little guy mowing was right at the edge of the runway.
Yeah.
And right after you touched down, you turned to the left, you were heading right straight for him. I was thinking you might have put the fear of God in him there for just a second.
I mean,
So you fly this downwind right over the bridge.
Cessna 234901 Tacoma Tower, left downwind.
In addition to being about the right place, it's also not over anybody's house.
Gusts 18, cleared for takeoff.
Okay. Regroup. Altimeter was... Alright.
Oh, the tide's coming in pretty strong.
How can you tell?
Putting
847, runway 17, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go for runway 17, 847.
you can see on the supports for the bridge, you can see it gurgling by, shooting down. Shooting down this way, which means it's coming in, since the inlet to the ocean's up to the north.
Why did they put the downwind right over this tower?
That's a good question. To test your skills. It's a pretty big tower, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cessna 6750 Hotel Tacoma ground, runway 17, taxi via Bravo 3 then Alpha, wind shear advisories in effect.
I'm actually scared to go down because I don't hit that tower.
Yeah, you're clear of it now. Probably be a little bit better out in the middle of the water because the lines are lower there.
Cessna 06 Tango, I'm receiving your transponder, but no altitude.
Uh-oh.
3506 Tango, copy.
We are getting blown
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
off to the right.
Tacoma Tower, 9063 Tango Mike.
Cessna 06 Tango, I am receiving your altitude now. Altitude indicates 2,000. 06 Tango, copy. Request frequency change. Cessna 06 Tango, frequency change approved. RV 9063 Tango Mike, Tacoma Tower.
Tacoma Tower, 9063 Tango Mike is on a VFR flight for localizer on 17.
RV3 Tango Mike, continue approach runway 17. Wind 200 at 12, gusts 18, wind shear advisories in effect.
Thank you, 9063 Tango Mike 17, clear for the approach.
No, these VASIs, great inventions. Great inventions.
They really are.
Otherwise, I would have no idea.
Well, get a good idea what it looks like because there will be lots of runways that don't have them.
Yeah. Alright, so we're coming in at about 74.
Good approach speed, about 10 degrees of flaps. Gives you a little extra margin.
Got the RPMs at about 1600. It's riding this glide slope. Alright, power off.
Very nice job, Joe. Those are all 4 of the landings you've done have been good landings under difficult conditions. So when we get into downwind, why don't you just tell them that you'd like to depart towards the north?
All right.
RV3 Tango Mike, runway 17, wind 210.
Or you could just tell them you'd like a downwind departure.
Cleared to land.
Cleared to land on 17, thank you, 963 Tango Mike.
Bonanza 6748 Papa Tacoma ground, runway 17, taxi via Bravo 2, then Alpha.
Your speed up. We're going to depart to the north.
Oh. Okay, we're not doing another landing.
No, we're going to do a downwind departure.
Okay, I got you.
I'm going to near that tower. Stay over here on the right. Yeah, so bring it up to cruise speed. We'll stay about at this altitude until we get off over Vashon Island. Then your task will be to find the Bremerton Airport.
Do I tell them now we're going?
47, number 2, follow the RV on a 2.5 mile final. Runway 17, wind 210 at 11, gusts 17, clear touch and go.
We're going to take a downwind departure here for 847.
847, proceed on course.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. 847.
Tacoma Tower, Cutlass 5210, Victor, Wax Orchard for landing.
Yeah, he sounded sad.
I think he's sorry to see you go. You know?
Victor, Tacoma Tower, I guess. Make a straight in.
He's in there with his buddies, you know, and they're casting lots. They're taking bets.
And report to Tower 5210, Victor. Tacoma Tower,
Okay.
So we want to find Bremerton, you said?
Yep, Bremerton next.
Bonanza 6748 Papa Tacoma Tower, hold short of the runway.
6748 Papa, hold short, 17.
Alright, Bremerton, AWAS.
Bremerton National Airport, automated weather observation 0048 Zulu weather, wind 170 at 10, visibility more than 10, sky condition few clouds at 3,800.
What's our ceiling here?
Temperature
You're fine.
5 Celsius.
Yeah, like the class Bravo.
You're way underneath it.
Okay.
3,000, but you're about ready to go into a 5,000.
Bremerton National Airport, automated weather observation 0048 Zulu weather, wind 170 at 10, visibility more than 10, sky condition few clouds at 3,800, ceiling 5,000, overcast, temperature 15 Celsius, 2.8 Celsius, altimeter 3016.
I'll make sure he's not.
10 Victor, move over to your right.
I'll make sure he's not.
Over Gig Harbor, please.
Moving to the right. 10 Victor.
Cessna 10 Victor, traffic 10 o'clock, a mile and a half northbound. Cessna, altitude indicates 2,000.
Yeah, that's us.
Looking for that traffic. 10 Victor.
You see him?
Cessna 847, Tacoma Tower.
847, go ahead.
Cessna 847, traffic passing off your left wing, a half mile inbound to land with Cutlass. Altitude indicates 1,500.
Traffic inside, thank you very much. 847.
Cutlass 10 Victor, runway 17, wind 200.
I think you might have gotten away from him a little early. You got to talk to him while you're still in the
10 Victor.
in the airspace.
Off the east.
Yeah, you're out of it now.
Runway
But
17 cleared for takeoff.
6748 Papa, rolling 17.
RV3 Tango Mike, where do you park?
962 Tango Mike, would like to take a left and go just a little bit south of the tower.
Should we switch now?
Yeah, you can switch now.
100 to ground point.
Alright, good lesson learned. That guy sounds bored though.
yeah, I think he is bored.
Okay, so this is Vashon Island?
This is Vashon Island on your right. Quartermaster Harbor is right on your right there.
And you're very familiar with that, right?
Right. So, we're like right here, more or less.
7963 Golf is currently
Pemberton Airport's up here.
south of the field.
Alright, so we'll, I guess, go up the water and then approach here.
Yep, you can go up the water, or you can cut over the land pretty much at any point now.
Okay.
You know, go off to the northwest, and you can go ahead.
Okay, I think I know what that mountain is. I think I saw it on the sectional.
Good.
I think the airport is just between us and,
Head right
yeah,
for it.
there it is.
And it's 11 miles away.
Okay.
Okay, did you get the AWAS before I interrupted you?
Yes, I did.
But I think the wind was 170 at something.
170, yeah, I got my at mixed up. Yeah, it's 170 at 10.
Okay. So what runway are you planning for here?
Let's see, we got 1 and we got, what is that, 19. So we'll be going for runway 20 or 19, I don't know. AirNav gave 2.
Yeah, it used to be 19, I think now it's 20 with the
Okay, then we're going for,
moving North Pole.
we're going for 20.
Somebody 300 under you right in front of you. I can't see that. I want to swing one way or the other just to look. Be off on your side if the screen here is correct.
Pemberton traffic, Martech 690 is 4 north inbound, runway 20 over.
And he's 300?
Yeah, that's what it says. I'd go ahead and come back left. I'll look for him, but he's going off that way towards the north, so. That'll put you away from him. I got him in sight, right over there.
Oh boy.
2 o'clock now. I'll turn towards the east. We got him, thanks.
Is there a delay on this thing?
Yes, there can be. Remember, that comes off of hits to the transponder. And it's not 100%. It's a good tool. But it's not for sure.
How close are we to these scattered clouds?
Oh, you're, I think you're substantially underneath them at this point. Oh yeah, runway 20.
Right.
Left traffic.
So we'll be coming in from the north.
Yep, well you're kinda, yeah. Yeah. Probably want to, at this, you're going to want to just cross straight over the field, 500 feet above traffic pattern. Then you can go out here and have an enter on left traffic to come back at it.
All right.
Bremerton traffic, Mark take 690, short final.
And your pattern altitude?
Pattern altitude is going to be 1440.
1400. Everybody flies even hundreds.
Okay.
No matter what it says in the book.
I understand. Oh, wait a second. That's not it, is it? Over there?
No, that's not it. What is that, though? Okay, that's Port Orchard. This little guy right here.
Okay.
Right over there. See all that things look like hangars and things.
That kind of looks like an airport.
Doesn't it? Well, it looks like an airport down there too. It's just not the one we're looking for.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bremerton traffic, Mark take 690 is clear of 20.
Alright, at 5 miles I'll call.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I saw that mount on the sectional.
Yep. Yeah, you don't want to go too far past the airport.
At this altitude.
That's correct. You won't get too far past it at this altitude, put it that way. Even if you want to. Okay, you can do this. You can come around the airport, enter straight into the downwind without a lot of traffic from the direction you're coming from. Or you can go up here and go around it and come back in on a 45 to left traffic running, you know, to the...
Oh, you mentioned we're going to pass over it first, right?
Yeah, you can come over here. What you do is when you cross over, it'd be above the traffic pattern.
Right.
Be 500. Go over towards the mountain. Bring yourself down and do a left turn and just come in on a 45. That's the best way to do it. When there's little traffic around, lots of things work fine. And the only really regulatory thing is when you're in the vicinity of the traffic pattern, you need to make your turns in the correct direction.
Okay, so we're going towards the mountain.
Yep.
The left pattern for runway 20 is the left pattern.
Correct.
So we have to end up on this side of the runway.
You are correct. You are correct. I'm just completely screwed up.
Okay. So, what if we...
well, you can cut a sharp left here. Start to descend for the traffic pattern.
Oh, so we're not going to pass over?
Nope.
Alright.
Your confused instructor was thinking we were landing on the other runway.
I gotcha. That's a nice golf course over here, though.
Yeah. A lot of people think those are golf courses, but if you're a pilot, that's actually an emergency landing field.
I just find a nice par 5. Okay, so if I'm going to announce before I'm even in the pattern, I'd say...
you could say, right now you could say you're maneuvering for a 45, left traffic runway 20. And you're what, about?
2.5 miles.
2.5 miles.
Bremerton traffic, Skyhawk 80847, about 2.5 miles east of the runway, maneuvering for left downwind for runway 20, Bremerton traffic.
And for lunch I had some trail mix.
Good.
We're getting down to about 1,400.
Yep, about 1,400. And you can now probably start your right turn to get yourself lined up for that 45. Hey, that's a small runway. Right down here.
Well, it's got X's on it, so it's not in
Not in service,
not
correct.
in service.
You'll find that this one's not, the smaller runway here is not in service either. Only the big runway.
Bremerton traffic, Skyhawk 80847 entering left downwind for runway 20 for a touch and go. Bremerton traffic.
Go ahead and get yourself into it.
A little bit below here.
Oh, a little low.
Alright, so the winds are still kind of strong. 17, so they'll be from the left. Oh, I was turning too early. Now I'm low on airspeed.
Bremerton traffic, Skyhawk 80847 turning base runway 20 for a touch and go. Bremerton traffic.
Power all the way off, I gotta get out.
Bremerton traffic, Skyhawk 80847 turning final runway 20 for a touch and go. Bremerton traffic.
That's good, you're almost off this. There you go, right on it now.
I really screwed up that pattern now. I'm feeling better now, though.
Good. Nice big runway.
Not available.
That's pretty nice. Very nice. So let's do one more touch and go here, and then we'll head back to Renton.
Gotcha.
Bremerton traffic, Skyhawk 80847, turning downwind for a touch and go for runway 20, Bremerton traffic.
And for your future reference, there's also a nice little restaurant on this field.
Come here often?
Oh, not often, but every once in a while. It's actually not a bad place to practice because it's usually, you know, quieter.
Yeah, no kidding. I see they're racing dirt bikes down there.
Yeah.
Really not a fan of these flaps. I have to like babysit it as I watch it go down.
About 4 seconds gets it down 10 degrees.
Bremerton traffic, Skyhawk 80847, turning left base for runway 20 for a touch and go, Bremerton traffic.
And sometimes it's easier to just look over your left shoulder at where the flap is. Get it about right than trying to wait for the gauge to catch up.
Okay, so our airspeed hit 60.
Bremerton traffic, Skyhawk 80847, turning left, turning final for runway 20 for a touch and go, Bremerton traffic.
60 is a little slow. So.
Yeah, well, it was a little bit slow, and then I kind of kicked the power in, and now I think I'm a little bit too hot.
So here's your Novazi approach. So usually a click, probably 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Lights, action camera. That's the way they save power. But so at a lot of small fields like this, to turn on the lights, 5 little clicks, bang, 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 bang. It actually adjusts the volume, like the intensity. Like 7 would be really bright, 5 would be normal. Drift over to the right there at the end.
Okay, I was not ready for that.
Stop the swaying back and forth, there we go.
Okay, so that wasn't very good.
I don't know what happened there, it might have been a little gust.
Might have been that.
Could have been. So what you want to do now is let's point it directly at SeaTac Airport.
Do we go to the downwind first?
No. You can announce that you're departing to the east.
Bremerton traffic, Skyhawk 80847, leaving the tighter and departing to the east. Bremerton traffic.
So that's the VOR on SeaTac, so it's about 06 degrees. Go ahead and keep climbing and climbing up to 1,500 at least.
traffic, Martech 690, departing runway 20, Bremerton.
Departing, okay.
I see him.
Left, Alaska 26.
Alright, what are we on now?
Here, listen to Seattle Tower. Seattle Tacoma Airport.
The SeaTac?
The SeaTac, the very one, the big SeaTac.
I mean, so I gotta start talking to these guys.
Yep, what you're gonna do is we'll get a VFR transition route, and they actually named them now. So they're using runways 16, but I want a Seahawk transition. You can just tell them you're bound for Renton. What they'll do is they'll take you right over the approach end of runway 16C as here, which is the center one. And when you cross over, they want you to make a little bit of a right turn and head for downtown Kent. And they'll probably assign you 1,500 feet. But you can come in at 2,000 and come down. It's a little safer to be up here at 2,000.
Okay, so...
Alaska 26, contact departure today.
26, hold.
So I'm telling him where I am? Or...
Let's see. Okay, so yeah, we're now well off course here, so let's get back down to about...
Horizon 220, Seattle Tower, runway 16 left, line of point.
Not till you get closer.
Alright, so I want to get on this VOR.
Yeah. Or you can use the GPS, they're both set up for it now. Anyway, a right turn.
Southwest 3623, turn left.
Wait, a right turn? But this is the left.
That is saying a left turn. That's saying a right turn.
Go ahead, second Delta, no contact ground there, Southwest 3623.
Oh yeah, you're way over here at 030.
Runway 16 left, contact ground point 7.
And this one's a little bit screwed up.
There you go, that's about right. So do you see, you're pointing right at SeaTac. You can do it visually now, you see it?
Yeah.
And you see that one little point that's sticking out, kind of just at the southern end of the field, but sticking out into the water? That's called Three Tree Point. It's a landmark coming into SeaTac. Not necessarily where you're going to go. You should be going north of Three Tree Point, because you're going to go on the north perimeter of the airport. So you cross the approach ends. What they do is when they're landing 16, they're bringing you across at where they're the lowest, where they're touching down.
And since they're landing in that direction, then we want to be on the touchdown point, or above the touchdown point.
Yep. And when you call in, they're going to give you a code. Okay, it's code.
Runway 16 left, full 9 plan, and point traffic will depart the intersection downfield.
Runway 16 left, full length line of Horizon 182.
So we'll call, you got Vashon Island up ahead, the island, and we'll call about Vashon.
What's the reasonable distance to call for an airport like this?
Horizon 573, Seattle Tower, traffic floating in position full length, runway 16 left at
Well, for this transition, we don't have to be a tremendously long way away. If he was trying to fit us into a traffic pattern, you'd be calling him a long way away.
Right. Traffic 200 below us.
Behind us on your side.
I don't see him, and I'm getting nervous.
Horizon 220 on departure.
Horizon 192, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff, Horizon 192.
Horizon 220, turn left heading 140 on contact departure.
140, contact departure, Horizon 220, yeah.
Seems to be separating, he's going more to the north. Okay, you're going to want to get down a little bit. He may give you a specific altitude. Do you want me to make this call, or do you want to do it?
I can do it.
Okay, just you go ahead and call them. You're asking for a Seahawk transition. You are just west of North Vashon Island.
Alaska 511, cross runway 16 left and contact ground point 7.
Right, clear cross 16 left, we'll go to ground at I think you're Alaska 511.
Requesting a transition to Renton.
George Renton, yeah.
Cross runway 16 left, contact ground point 7.
Cross 16 left, ground there, Alaska 576.
Southwest 1544, cross runway 16 left, contact ground point 7.
Cross 16 left, ground point 7, Southwest 1544.
Horizon 573, contact departure. Horizon 192, turn left heading 140, contact departure.
Left 140, over to departure, Horizon 192, good day.
Seattle Tower Skyhawk 8047 just over North Vashon Island, requesting a Seahawk transition toward Renton.
Skyhawk over North Vashon Island, contact Seattle Tower 120.905.
We'll contact Seattle Tower 120.905. Thanks, 847.
That's something new?
Who are we talking to?
Oops. 0.9 or 5. 0.9 or 5.
You're on the D
That's what I
log.
do. Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Tower has 992, distance by King of 60 right.
Jazz 99, Seattle 3016 right, clear to land, wind 210 at 13.
Clear land, 163, Jazz 99.
Seattle Tower Skyhawk 8047, just east of North Vashon Island, requesting Seahawk transition toward Renton.
That's it, the call center, get it real quick.
80847.
Skyhawk 8047, just east of North Vashon Island, requesting Seahawk transition toward Renton.
Room 8047, squawk 0354 and 10.
Squawk 0354 and 9
Jazz 99, so when able to say winds?
230 at 11 knots, Jazz 99.
047, radar contact 5 miles west of the Seattle Airport, clear to Seattle Cross Bravo airspace to the east. Cross over the numbers over runway 16 and maintain 2000 following Bravo airspace.
We'll maintain 2000 and cross over the numbers on the North and North 6, 847.
840, thank you. Seattle Tower 3015, say your current altitude.
Current altitude, 1950.
Thank you.
Okay, make your turn right for the approach ends of the runway. And maintain 2000.
Horizon 405, cross for 16 center, hold short for 16 left.
Cross 16 center, hold short 16 left, Horizon 405.
The clearance he didn't enforce on you there was that you're cleared in or Class Bravo airspace. Don't bother with it now because he's got it.
What are the numbers?
Well, right at the end of the runway you can see.
So today is 47 traffic on a 4 mile final. The setting for new 16 right is a 737.
I got the traffic in sight, 847.
You'll see him when you get a little closer, but probably just be on the north perimeter of the field.
Oh, okay.
That's the horizon coming in.
And there's another one touching down just now also. Wait a second, who is that?
775, 5 out from 16 right.
Alaska 775, Seattle 3016 right, clear to land.
Okay, so just
Land 16 right, Alaska 775.
make a little turn right at the periphery of...
west of the field, eastbound to 2000's Cessna VFR.
Inside left 775.
That guy's touching down on the right runway.
Okay, yeah, I see. Still don't see those numbers.
You'll see him. You're in about the right place. You see the big stripes? Those are his game points. Numbers are just to the left of that.
President 247, Seattle 3016 right, clear to land, wind 210.
I got you.
Once check clear lander is 247.
Jazz 99, cross for 16 center.
Cross
short for 16 left.
right over this horizon here.
Okay, cross 16 center for short 16, left Jazz 99.
Jazz 99, thank you. Monitor tower on 189, good day.
199, hold short Jazz.
Once you clear over the runway, a little bit of a right turn towards downtown Kent. That's to keep us clear from Boeing's airspace. Oh, that's right. There.
Traffic not available.
Oh, really? Well, this was a good learning experience.
47, the VFR descent to 1,500 feet is approved, and cross center runways, turn right towards downtown Kent.
We'll turn right down West towards downtown Kent and descending to 1500. Thank you very much, 847.
So downtown Kent's
Alaska 775,
kind of a right turn down to that
November.
blurb there. So you can come right about 30 degrees.
November cross 16 center, short 16 left, Alaska 775.
Afternoon, Seattle, United 1641, is ILS 16 right?
United 1641, Seattle turning 16 right, clear land.
Oh, and 16 right, United 1641.
Alaska 775, November, and you said cross the center, hold short, turning 16 left, just to verify.
We're going to turn north on Tango, you said, and then we'll cross 16 center, short 16 left, Alaska 775.
Alaska 775, thank you. And
once you leave the airspace, he will clear you to squawk VFR, but you have to wait for it. Nice job with the altitudes, by the way.
I gotta do something right this trip.
They've done everything right this trip.
November 847, leaving Class Bravo Aerospace Radar Services terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Good day.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Thank you very much, 847.
Okay, so let's go ahead.
400 feet ATL. Work in progress, construction, Boeing Charlie ramp and Boeing Alpha ramp. Advise on initial contact, you have information November. Present time information November. Time 0053 Zulu. Wind 16010, gust 20. Conditions better than 5005. Temperature 160.8, altimeter 3013. Visual approach and use landing and departing runway 16. Nose airman, obstruction, crane, half mile east.
Okay, so where am I?
All right.
Oh,
So
okay, I see him. Okay.
Yeah, you're approaching Kent. You can call from here. You can start making your left turn back around towards her, and say you're 2 miles north of downtown Kent, or a mile north of downtown Kent.
Are we inbound for a full stop?
Correct.
Britain Tower, Skyhawk 80847, about 2 miles north of downtown Kent, inbound for a full stop with information November.
Cessna 80847, Renton Tower, and our left downwind runway 16.
We'll enter a left downwind for runway 16, 847.
There you go. Simple as can be. So that second frequency is something new. I miss it?
Who do you think I was talking to?
You were talking to the other side. You were talking to SeaTac on both of them. But they've got two now.
Ah.
They used to have just one for tower there. But now they got two.
And if I switch this to traffic?
By all means, do so.
And let's just go straight down 3-4. What do you say?
Sure, yeah, I'm really done with this pilot's light. I don't need it anymore. Yeah, that SeaTac transition is always kind of fun. Lots going on, you get to see the jets landing right underneath you.
It was a good experience. Now if I have to do it, I know that I can.
But you are not yet cleared to enter Bravo airspace on your own, so. But if you had to, you could.
Well, what if it's an emergency, like I really have to go to the bathroom?
If it's an emergency, you can break any rule. It would be an interesting hearing if that's the reason, though. And not a very profitable one. I think they'd be expecting you to just pee in your pants. The airplane's on fire, do anything.
Right.
Anything to get out of it.
Trust 1 to uniform traffic ends to right a mile and a half northbound, 1,300.
That's me.
601 K is
Yep.
It's me, but where's that guy?
I don't know.
Cessna 9 Sierra Papa, if you could keep the speed up best you can.
Roger, we'll keep the speed up. 9 Sierra Papa.
Cessna 1 to uniform traffic's heading to your right, a mile now, 1,300.
Traffic at site 601 K uniform.
available.
The landing there. No, it's the same girl. Problems there? That last one?
No, it was good. Now it's starting to get really big. All those landings were good. We actually have a little bit of trouble after the touchdown. Not so much this time, but a little bit of wobbling back and forth sometimes. Right. And you're nice, but I can see you correctly. Come in, and I'm not going to say a threader, and you're doing exactly the right thing, putting it back and forth, and getting the corrections in. As you do it a few more times, that's all going to get a little smoother, and the touchdown's going to be more reliably, straight down the runway. But you want it to be wrong signal to the conditions that fall apart.
But when you want to start getting picky, I can handle that. So the hypothesis was that, Renton publishes their pattern because they have an exception for a west pattern.
Right. Oh yeah. So 1,000 here, 1,200 over there, completely right.
But I was looking at other ones, and they do list, fairly obvious traffic patterns with they publish the elevation, the pattern.
Yeah.
And there's no exception or anything. It's just the airport is 32 feet above sea level, and the pattern is 1,032.
Yeah. We actually fly it. We do the nearest one. Very nice job. 1.8 hours.
That's a lot.
That's the longest flight so far.
Those are just beats coming back from left turns.
And it all counts.